funky. Hey everyone.
Hi,
So
everyone.
Lauren and I are here for our community office hours, meaning we're here to just show up and answer questions based off of our expertise, our experience to help y'all with things you might be going through in your life and even more specifically your business, right? So ask away, right? So Lauren and I didn't have a particular uh, like subject for this office hours this month, and that's totally fine. Lauren is here for a lot. Me and Lauren, we're here for a lot of mindset support. Some of you might be wanting to start a business, or maybe even before that, you want to know what your passion is, and then you want to make a passion-based business. Some of you already have your passion-based business, and you just need help attracting clients. Maybe you have a solid amount of clients. Maybe you're getting 5, 10 clients a month and you want to break past that limit. So we can also help with that. That's what our program does. And we're really unique compared to most systems and programs out there. We have a signature journey where, we take you from point A to point Z, from passion to profits, from zero to full-time income. Let me see if I can pull it up. And so what makes us different with that is the fact that what makes us different than most people is most people will give you a small piece of the puzzle. Like they'll say, I'll help you with Facebook ads, or they'll help you with building a funnel, or they'll help you with, finding your purpose, right? There's all these different levels. And the thing that's unique about the Wealthy Wellness System is that we have multiple phases to tap into all of those aspects that make up you and that make up us going through this journey, right? So it's not just, like I said, one piece, it's the whole puzzle, everything that you need to go from passion, discover your passion, and then go and really get that profit, that fulfilling, ethical, long-term, sustainable profit, right? So let me just share with you, some of you, is there anybody here, Lauren?
I'm checking now to see who's joining and what's happening. I'm going to look at it from my phone.
Thanks, Lauren. So this is our, I don't know if it's showing up. This is our signature program, right? And most programs don't have this type of model where we integrate all the aspects you need in order to be successful. So what's what makes us different. And it's awesome because actually Lauren right now, she's discovering her passion, her sole purpose, right? And that has to do exactly with the system. What she helps people do is discover their sole purpose, why they're here, what everything they've been through is causing them, is producing within them in order to show up and serve people in this world, right? So what is it that we have our gifts and our talents, and Lauren is really great there at that, and she's here as well. So that's the most important part in this. You can't begin if you don't know why you need or want to begin, right? So what's your reason for doing all this? So let's see here who is in the group. And Lauren, I'm going to let you take it away and say anything that you want to say.
Hello, everyone. We're excited to see you and show up in this format. I see that Ariel has joined. I know that she is going through the course right now, and she's made some major progress in what she started to create. So Ariel, please use this time with Kai and I to ask questions that you have with where you're at within the Wealthy Wellness System online course.
Yes. Actually, Ariel just commented with a long comment. So how about we go through that?
Yeah, let's start going. I'll read it out loud to everyone. So okay. Ariel said, I'm somewhat done with module 2, and I'm in the process of creating, hold on, someone just called, I had to hang up. I'm in the process of creating interview questions for my ideal clients. I have 3 niches, and I still need to figure out detailed questions relating to their frustrations and obstacles relating to self-defense and diminishing bodily pains. I realized that in the previous discussion, I need to first research who is successful already in the online self-defense and physical therapy pain prevention world. I have absolutely no idea who is doing a virtual program in regards to self-defense. Do you have any suggestions on where I can find people doing similar work to me? I literally don't think self-defense online training is a thing. And I thought that is the first step to making sure your course is successful. So the first thing that I would do is first, Ariel, I would start looking hashtags on Instagram, self-defense online course. I think for you, what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to dig into self-defense schools, like a karate school, and you're going to see if a karate school offers online options as well. We've talked before, my grandpa actually owns several karate dojos in Southern Florida. At one point, he had 25 of them all across the US. So I would dig in to see if brick and mortar schools have online offers.
Yeah.
And then you're just going to have to start digging around in businesses and see what they have going on. I would do hashtag searches on Instagram. And then I would also look at the leaders in your industry. Who are the people that you know in your industry are the leaders? Have they then started their own business? What offerings are they going to have? You're just going to have to do a lot of digging around on the internet to find what's happening in your world. Mm-hmm. Another great thing is authors. Have you started looking on Amazon in the book section? Type in self-defense, the exact type of self-defense that you specialize in. Has anyone written a book about what it is you do? Okay, that person who's written that book, do they have online classes or are they teaching workshops?
Commenting on their books, and you can look at their comments.
Yep. So you just might have to be a little bit progressive with how your research is and think a little bit outside of the box. And then also don't necessarily pigeonhole the research that you're doing to be exactly what it is you're doing, because you can model after experts who are in a similar field to you and not necessarily your exact field. So I know for me, there's several business owners that I look at and I see what they're doing, but they don't do exactly what I do. They just have the big picture put together in the way that I know I want to have my big picture put together.
Yeah, and thank you. Yes, Lauren is spot on. That is how you can find out what's going on in your community. And what I would do, the first step is to understand your niche isn't self-defense. People are not rolling around in bed having nightmares about, I don't have enough self-defense in my life, right? So it can be extremely complicated to think of things like, what is my niche? What should I build my program around? You know, I can't find other people because the leaders that you're looking for, their programs are not about self-defense. Their program, that's the tool that they use to help people with their problem, right? That's like the solution. But the problem, what it is that you're building your program around is, what does self-defense do for them? So for example, what you want to think your niche is going to be, what is a situation, a human situation that's very unique, that has a problem that you can solve with self-defense and with you said physical pain prevention, right? So that is where you want to go for. And one other thing I want to say is to watch, I don't know where, Ariel, have you, let us know in the comments, did you watch, how are you going through the program? How we built the program is to watch all the videos in each module and then try to figure all this stuff out. Because right now, it sounds like you're working on your quantified solution, which is a few modules after, looks like where you're at right now. It's the beginning of module 2. So your quantified solution is the main core painful problem that your audience says they have, their nightmare, that painful thing going on, right? So you have to do your interviews first to get the answer, because they're not, I can promise you, they're not going to say, you know, if one of our clients interviewed like over 40 people, which is amazing, and she got that data, they weren't saying what she thought they were saying, like where you're in the same situation and all of us get there. That's why you're in the program. They're not asking for self-defense, or I don't know if you said karate or if that's not the right word. I'm sorry, don't hate me. But they're not asking for self-defense. They're asking for you to solve their problem.
Yes,
What's
okay.
their problem? You wanna tap into that problem, and that's where you are. Go ahead, Lauren.
Ariel just said, yes. So I need to interview people about their objections, problems, frustrations, past experiences that occurred in their life to dive deeper into knowing what kind of courses are in similar fields.
Exactly. Because if you're working with, you know, there's health, wealth, and relationships, right? So if you're helping people overcome physical pain so that way they can have a better relationship, or helping people overcome pain so they can have a better business and show up better, then that is what they're focusing on. That's why they want to buy. Hi, Chelsea. Chelsea just popped in, right? So it's exactly. Thank you. Thank you, Lauren. I'm glad that you understood that, Ariel. It's really exactly about finding the problems, frustrations, and pain. So you have your avatar's vibrational grid in module 2. That blueprint, you want to use that blueprint to interview people and ask them, what's your biggest pain? What's your biggest nightmare? And again, we know you get it, but just for anybody watching, their biggest nightmare isn't, I don't know self-defense. I need self-defense. Their biggest nightmare, like Chelsea, I'm going to pick on you because you're amazing and I want to help you. Your clients aren't saying, I need breath work. You know they need breath work. We all know they need breath work. It's really powerful, but your clients are tossing and turning in bed saying, my business is failing, or my love life is failing, or my health is failing. So it always boils down to those 3 core areas. And so you want to think, where does my problem fit in within that? And you're golden. So it's really awesome that you understand here. I'm glad I was able to help you out with that. Ariel just commented.
So Ariel said, yes, interviews first. My specific niche is marginalized communities, which to me is sex workers and LGBTQA and survivors of assault. I don't think there's a course that is similar to what I am creating, and I'm concerned that maybe it won't be successful. But yes, I just need to do research first before thinking this far.
Yeah, so that's huge. So there's like your avatar, which is going to be a little different than your niche and the problem that you're solving. So I really love sex workers, LGBTA, or I call it queer, it's just the whole thing, but LGBTQA and survivors of the assault. That's 3 different funnels, because you're going to speak to LGBT people different than people who've been abused, and then also different than sex workers, right? Because they have different things going on. So you could potentially have 3 different quantified solutions. 3 different quantified solutions, 3 different signature programs, like how we have, you know, and you can have 3 different funnels. So
Kai, I want to dig into that a little bit, because that might be a little bit overwhelming for someone to understand. We just went through this with Melly. Melly is one of our clients that just completed phase 1. So she's built out her program, and it's absolutely phenomenal what she's created. And one of the things that she realized was that she now has her niche, her marketing message that's going to funnel people to this program. But her program, she's able to work with people in different sections of the market outside of her niche. So then eventually she can add on another funnel and another funnel. So Kai, maybe explain that to people, how that works, because I know people get trapped in their minds thinking, oh my God, I want to help everyone. I want to work with everyone, or my program applies to other people. So break that all down, and why you have to figure out one niche, one heart, and your first marketing message before you can add on all of the other stuff.
Yeah, this is how we audit your business and your funnel to determine whether or not it's going to convert the highest and be the most successful. So remember, you're the business owner. You don't have to focus. You don't have to hone in. It's just if you want the highest conversions, if you want these numbers, there's an audit, there's a specific checklist of things you have to do in order to reach that level, right? So what the most important thing always is that you're speaking to one situation, one heart. This is the law of focus. So we work with the laws of the universe, the laws of sacred socioeconomics, right? So there's laws that affect all of us. We don't know about them, then they can hurt us or work against us, right? So one of these laws is the law of focus. And within that, there's something we call the rule of ones. And that means one avatar, one funnel for at least 1 year to, one problem for that period of time, because that's what works. We know that when you're scattered, things are diluted. They're not going to have the same effectiveness. We want to be like a laser and get that result. Like if you're going for laser surgery, then you want to have that laser focused thing so that way you can transform your skin or whatever, right? You don't want to have a scattered laser that's hitting all the molecules and all the cells and all the things that's just like too much, right? So that's analogies aren't perfect, but
Now, and with that, Kai, I want to go into these interviews that Ariel is about to dive into and how important these interviews are and how you're going to take the information from the interviews and be able to focus that in and help you with that one heart, that one message, because you're going to collect data from each person you interview and you're going to start saying like, wait a minute, I interviewed 30 people. 20 of them all said the same word.
yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
So that's the way this kind of all comes together, is as you're working through your modules, that's how all of these steps come together and the reason why they come together.
Yes. So I love you. I love you all. How could you reframe that for me? A question for me to.
Oh, it wasn't a question. I was just commenting back.
Yeah. So yeah, it's okay. So yeah, basically you want to you can do whatever you want. If you want to say, hey, my message works for everybody, I'm going to cast a wide net, and you want to do that, do it. That is not what we're recommending. And so the reason for why we recommend to attune to the law of focus is because if your like Ariel, for example, your tool is self-defense, and the problem, it looks like you have multiple things. So it looks like your problem is people experiencing physical debilitating pain. The tool is self-defense. Is that right? Let us know, Ari, because that, I'm going to be honest, that doesn't sound right to me. It sounds like you're split between two different things. So you said physical pain, and then you said self-defense. So physical pain is a problem. It's stopping them from showing up in their business. It's stopping them from being in their love life or their family, and stopping their health. That's more of their health, right? Versus self-defense is the tool to solve that. So is self-defense the tool you're going to use to fix these people's physical pain? And you might not have that answer right now, but you're going to get that answer during your interviews when people tell you what's going on. And you're going to say, oh no, I need a different tool in my repertoire to heal this physical pain other than self-defense, or a different problem that self-defense can heal.
Okay, so Ariel said, yes, I heal through deep tissue body work and empower people through self-defense. It's two things, I guess.
Okay, with the frowning face. That's okay. So I heal through deep tissue body work. Yes. And what she said, self-defense and body work is both important. Of course. Are they two different programs though? So that you don't injure yourself while training. And how to fix your range of motion imbalances, and neuromuscular pain. Okay, so so that's, I'm going to be honest, it sounds like you have two different things going on. So what I would challenge you to do is really try to separate these things and see if you can get a problem for each one and a solution or a tool for each one. If these are intertwined, maybe I'm just not seeing it because I haven't really dived into your program yet. Let's see, self-defense, and I think it should be the same program. That's what Ariel said. So self-defense and body work are both important, of course, so that you don't injure yourself while training. So when you say while training, it sounds like the goal of your program is to help people train properly so they don't injure themselves during training. Range of motion, imbalances, neuromuscular pain. So what is this training you're talking about? Training for what? Are you working with bodybuilders? Because that's a very specific area. If you're working with like people who are bodybuilders, they're trying to win a competition and they need to train for that, or like Olympic athletes, right? Then there's a specific way they need to train for that, which includes body work and self-defense. So I want to wait for your response to that, Ariel, because it's that training part that you mentioned that's really important. What are they training for? And is that the exact people you want to help? Are they training for a competition? Is it a self-image thing? Self-worth? Because they don't feel worthy enough to, they feel terribly unworthy, so they're getting sick, terribly unworthy, so they can't get a relationship or stay in their relationship, terribly unworthy, they need to train so that we can build a business. Like, what is it at that root? And I'm gonna let you take over, Lauren, or let me see here.
I'm interested to see what Ariel says. The other thing too is, are you still there?
Yeah.
Okay. The other thing too, I think that a lot of people, as they start working through these modules in this program, is they get stuck on the tool. And that's what they're focused on, is the tools. And so I think what's great, a great way as you're going through the program, is to take a step back from the tools and realizing that you're helping people with so many other things than just teaching them the tools.
Yes.
Kai, can you help elaborate on that as well?
Yeah, exactly. Tools and techniques are not what you're selling. It's not what people want to buy. People don't want to buy more tools. Who wants more hammers, right? Nobody wants more tools, right? We need the tools to solve a problem that we have. So you want to, and then you want to think, so what's the tool? What's the problem? And who are we solving that problem for?
Okay.
Those are the three things you want. So I write that down.
So Ariel said, yes, goal is to train properly and with confidence. Yes, training to be more aware, prevent attacks with clients who you have to be close quarters with, pain prevention to make sure your balance of your body muscles to not have pain. Seems like two concepts, but a lot of people have pain when they punch or avoid back pain when they kick or get anxiety when they are literally cornered.
Okay.
So sounds, to me, Kai, it sounds like if Ariel had said previously that she wanted to work with people who are assault survivors, LGBTQ, people in that space, that she wants to work with them to have the confidence to be able to handle any situation they're in, which also includes some tools like self-defense. Does that kind of sound like the route that we're going in, Ariel?
So the goal is to train properly and with confidence, yes. The training to be more aware and / prevent attacks with clients. So sidebar, who's being attacked? So I'm just gonna do this because I can do whatever I want, right? So when you use the word prevent attacks, that's a huge, in my perspective, from what I know, that is a...
Wait, Ariel just said yes! Okay. So sorry, Kai, I'm going to keep going on what I was talking about. I want
Yeah.
to come back to you in a second, but we got a yes from Ariel. So Ariel, it sounds like when you're conducting these interviews, you need to be asking individuals about confidence, lack, what it is they're scared of. Are they
Yeah.
females who are scared of
Yeah.
walking down the street and
Yeah.
like that's the route you want to go and
Yeah.
take away the tools that you teach people to do and start focusing in on that
Mm-hmm.
because
That's what's hindering them.
that's what's hindering them. And so then what you're going to end up working with your clients on is tools, strategies to have the confidence to be able to handle themselves in any situation they're in. So you're probably also going to work with people on some mindset work and other elements like that. And then also self-defense and body work. And while you're doing that, you're also going to give them the strategies to make sure that they're training and they're doing things properly with their body.
And exactly. And what you said here is that it seems like two concepts, but a lot of people have pain when they punch or back pain when they kick. That is a very specific avatar.
So real quick, let's dive into that. That avatar would be somebody who already is working in self-defense.
Yeah, exactly.
And then now they want to take their skills to the next level and know all of the body work that goes with self-defense. So Ariel, do you want to work with people who already have started training? And I'm sorry, I'm just going to use the word karate. They know karate and now they have pain in their elbow, pain in this, whatever's happening when they punch. Do you want to work with those people, or do you want to work with females who've been assaulted before and now they're lacking confidence and they need tools and strategies to handle themselves in any situation they're in, which does include self-defense?
Yeah. And a lot more things that like a lot more things like mindset, like self-defense might just be one module in your 9-module program.
Now,
because they need more, or maybe it's one phase, maybe it's 3 modules, because they need mindset is going to be your first phase. We just told you your first phase.
Yep. Now, Ariel, I want to use an example for you that's going to help you process this, because we're taking you out of just thinking about the tools. One of our clients, they're called Lean On Me and Monica. They've come together. They are acupuncturists. And when they first started working with us, all they could think about was, well, we're acupuncturists. How are we going to work with people online?
Eastern medicine.
All we do is stick people with needles. We have to see them in person. Ariel, their program has nothing to do with seeing people in person and needles. That is just one of the tools that they use to help their clients with. They found out that they help their clients with mindset, diet, herbal supplements, so many other things outside of what they originally thought that they were doing. So maybe that example is helpful for you as you're trying to figure out this whole situation.
That's your homework. Thanks, Lauren. That's your homework, Ariel, is to expand and dive deeper than your tool of self-defense. What else is it? Because we can tell you for sure, mindset is one of the things that they need to get together, right? And then obviously their body, if they're having pain, and then like other things. So that would be your homework, is to really dive in and see how can you dissect and create different aspects of what you're going through. And you know what? Your other homework, what you're already doing, is to do interviews. You don't have to guess at this stuff. We do not want you guessing. We want you to get the answer from your audience by asking them. So that way it's bulletproof, right? And again, side note, when we say audience, we don't mean your friends, because your friends aren't your most ideal clients. Maybe they are. Usually, sometimes they are, but you want to speak to that specific person, right? So let us know if this makes sense, and if you need anything else from us. Your homework is to do interviews and dissect and go deeper and bigger with all your tools, the problems you're solving, and who you're solving them for.
So now I want to rewind to some stuff that we talked about at the beginning when we were talking about how to research. So now we've shifted things around for you, Ariel. You might want to be looking at confidence coaches, clarity coaches. I would still recommend looking in the martial arts world and see offers that people in your world have created
like
that are
why are they doing martial arts? Right?
Yes.
And then the offers.
And see what their offers are, because I bet if you start digging into what their offers and their programs are, it's not only self-defense. They're working with their clients on other aspects. Like we said, mindset. Look at mindset coaches and start seeing what other people are offering. And then you'll start to realize, oh my gosh, I'm going to be helping people with so much more than just self-defense.
Yes. So Ariel says totally makes sense.
Woo! Yes, girl.
So we don't want to overwhelm you. You have everything you need right now. Watch the replay, but you're good for now. Good job, girl. And just remember, watch all the videos in the module before you attempt to complete the work, because it's going to make a lot more sense when you see where you're going versus where you are.
Oh, and then a quick little tidbit when it comes to interviewing people, Ariel, I would suggest you've kind of figured out now you want to work with females who, experienced trauma or have been assaulted before. So I would start looking and seeing who's speaking out. Are there any public speakers who are speaking about when they've been assaulted and things that they've overcome since because of that? Especially with the Me Too movement, there's so many women who are posting on TikTok right now. TikTok is blowing up with women who are posting #MeToo, and they're telling the experience that they had when they were assaulted or raped. You could hit those women up on TikTok and say, hey, I'm creating a program specifically for women like you. I would love to interview you. You can create an interview and send them the link to just fill it out virtually. You can get on a call with them. You can DM them. But there's so many ways that you can find women who have been through what it is that you want to work with.
Exactly. Yeah.
High five. She said high five. Thank you. Okay. High five, Ariel.
High five, Ari. Yeah. You got this, girl. It's just, this whole process is about breaking it down and getting deeper. That's why I love doing this. I'm like Scorpio and my sun, my Mars, my Pluto, and like 5 or 4 other planets. And this whole process is about really getting deep and intimate and understanding that like shadow side of your audience, right? And then bringing that to light and then helping them through that journey. So yes. Yes. So is there anyone else that has a question that we can help you with today? Let's see. Andrew is here. Are you still here, Andrew?
Andrew, where are you at? What's popping, Andrew? What questions do you have? Don't just sit there and be silent. Drop in. Let us know what's good.
Yes.
Is he being all shy over there today?
It's super crazy how how all this is going on right now. I was just outside today and I was at the beach, and I was shocked to see that there were people walking on the beach, because I don't really know what's allowed or not, but there were people walking on the beach, and it says you're allowed to walk or run or paddle or swim. You just can't stand or sit. Well, I was like, okay, I'm gonna walk and dance. So I just started walking and dancing. Yes, because I mean, just because I enjoy that, but also I've been working really hard on the business stuff. Lauren is too. We're working on our life stuff, and it's really important to just get out there, away from all of this.
Get out there.
Get in the body and just allow bliss and happiness, and not trying to control things, right? And build a business. So.
And to be in the flow state. Yeah. That's definitely something that has been a struggle of mine, because I'm very in my masculine, is being in my flow state. And what's been great for me over the last, however long we've been in this situation is being more in my flow state and just saying like, oh, I want to go outside right now and take a walk. Or, oh, I'm going to go do this, instead of being like, no, you have to do this time and blah, 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 blah. It's just getting in that flow state and being in the sunshine, being in the nature. The flowers are popping off right now. Yes. Okay.
I think that's it. It looks like that's it for today.
That's it for today.
Yeah, and that's good. It's pretty short, so it's like 30 something minutes. So awesome.
Great job, Ariel. You're going to crush it, girl. You're going to have so much fun with the interviews. And also, just keep in the back of your mind, keep a list of all the people you interview. You want to start keeping data and lists of everything that you got going on. Keep a list of everyone you're going to interview, because those are also people, after you create your offer, you can say, hey, I've got this offer.
Potential clients. Yes.
Potential clients, baby.
So that's awesome. Thank you, Lauren. We created this program in a way where when you get to module 2 and you start interviewing, not your friends, but your most ideal dream clients, wherever they are around the world, because you're going to message them and be on their stuff, right? So when you get to that level, you start building momentum. People who are interested, right? And whether they're going to invest or not is not what's going on. It's just that energy around your passion, your vision, what you're creating. That's going to be the most important thing, right? And then when you finish module 3, which is your signature program, we designed these 9 modules, you can start selling it and putting it out there and enrolling people and helping people. And then again, in module 4, you're going to be building your masterclass. And then right after you build your masterclass, you're going to launch that, and you're going to start activating your funnel. So anyone in your community, the people that you've interviewed, you can say, hey, I made this masterclass. It explains mostly everything you need. It explains all the crucial elements that you need to know. And then you're going to be able to possibly enroll them and start making some money. So it's an entire journey. Each module builds off the last. Do your interviews. Those are going to help with module 3, because what people tell you when your interviews are going to create your signature program. That way it's bulletproofed and not just guessed, right? And then the same thing with masterclass. And then you're going to release it to people, which might be some of the people that you interviewed.
Yep.
Will enroll.
Yay. Okay. Anything else, Ariel? I think that's good for now.
Yeah, that's good for now. Thanks, Lauren. This is amazing.
Yay, super fun. Thank you, Ariel.
Bye, everyone.
Bye. Have a great day.
See you next month. Our community coaching, our community office hours are every month on the first Thursday at 1 p.m. always. So you can rely on us to show up here and answer any questions you have related to your business or your passion or your purpose for being alive, or how to scale your business, right? There's so many things that Lauren and I can help you with, and that we've helped other people with, and we wanted to share that expertise. So we'll see you either in the Facebook community, which you can join the wealthywellnesssystem.com/community. Join the group, and we'll see you in there. We can answer your questions, or we'll just see you next month.
Have a good month, good day, good year. Bye.
Bye.